Hello. So sorry, I wanted to be live today, but I didn't realize all the things that I had to make sure were functioning in order to do that. So we're gonna start, and I will do what I was gonna do and pretend like we're live, and then I'll work it out so that the next time it will work the way it's supposed to. Thanks so much. So today I thought we would do a practice on letting go. In the yamas and the niyamas, one of the fifth yama is Aparigraha, and that means basically non-possessiveness. But to interpret it further, it goes into the ability to let go. So, I was thinking, I'm going to read you the definition. This is from the Yamas and the Niyamas, which is a book here that you can read yourself. So, Aparigraha invites us to let go and to pack lightly for our journey through life, all the while caring deeply and enjoying fully. What we try to possess possesses us. And I thought that this was appropriate because right now a lot of us are living a life that we did not plan. And I talk about this in class all the time when we get to Shavasana, about the inability for many of us to be still, and that we wear having a jam-packed calendar and appointment book like a badge of honor. And really it's not, because we're running through life avoiding what we don't want to see or what we don't want to feel, or we're trying to fill an empty hole by constantly getting more stuff, making more money, doing more things, being more achieving, all that kind of stuff. So I thought that that would be our theme for today, and we can use our breath in practicing letting go, because even just like with material things or external things, our breath can become toxic if we hold it too long, because then the exchange in our body becomes, we take in all this oxygen and there's nothing left but CO2, which we can't live on. So we have to breathe in and out. So imagine as you go through your practice, inhaling and exhaling. And every time you exhale, let go. As you go through a pose, let go. Give in to the pose. I think one of the things I was thinking of that I did in my life that was really outstanding and had a huge impression, and I never could figure out exactly why until today. But I went bungee jumping, and I'm standing on the edge of the platform, and I think it was like 150 feet above the ground or whatever, and the people that were there were counting 1, 2, 3, and you're gonna go. Well, you don't have any choice. You just go, you know. And by doing that, I had to let go of all of my fears, because I was going over, and I had to just trust that that bungee cord was going to stay connected. And I think that is what this time, when we don't know what's going to happen, is asking us to do. It's asking us to fall in, to go in, just go with it, and trust, have faith that the next moment will come, and then you'll have another opportunity to let go. There's a story in this book about monkey catchers in India, and they put a banana inside a cage with narrow bars so you can get the banana out, right? And the hunters wait for the monkeys to reach in and grab the banana. So the monkey has this banana and he can't get it out of the cage. And then the handlers can sneak up behind him and capture them. They sense danger. They could easily let go and run away and be free, but they don't. They hang on to that banana and they get caught. So think of that in your life as you're sitting there going, but I can't do without this, I can't do without that, you know, or whatever it is. If you don't let go, you will not be free to go on to the next thing. You gotta let go, make space. So as we begin in our comfortable seat of Sukhasana, you could sit on a block. This is uncomfortable for some people. So if you want to sit on a block, it will raise your hips up, and it's a little easier to just let your legs fall towards the floor. Inhaling and exhaling. Close your eyes. Maybe take your hands palms down for grounding. Maybe palms up for a little more energy. Maybe you touch your ends of your index finger and thumb together, connecting or closing that energetic circuit, keeping yourself inside your body and present in your own life. As you begin to inhale and exhale, focus on that breath. As thoughts are going through your head, bring your attention back to your breath. As your eyes are closed, closing out 80% of the distractions, or maybe you're just gazing down towards your mat, whatever is comfortable for you. Maybe you take that breath to a Ujjayi breath or an ocean breath, kind of constricting the back of your throat, making sort of a ha sound inside your head. Imagine the pull of gravity keeping you grounded, connected to your place, your spot, your mat, keeping your energy inside your physical body, not scattered all over the calendar. As we inhale and exhale, lengthening the space between your ribs and your hips, allowing room for your belly to expand, breathing in just a little more air. Pause for a second at the top of that inhalation and then let it go. Let it go. You can't hold on to it forever. Bring those fingertips to your mat. Let's reach our hands out to the center as far as you can. Way out in front, gripping your mat. Lengthening through the side bodies, tipping the pelvis forward, keeping your sit bones grounded to the mat. Maybe your forehead comes towards the mat. Inhale, exhale, lengthen through the side bodies, gripping the mat with the pads of your fingers like those little frogs that can stick to the window. Maybe if you are not quite this far over, that's okay. Maybe you're here, that's all right. Maybe you want to bring your blocks to the front and rest here. You could do that, or put your elbows on it and just rest your forehead in your heels of your hands. Breathe in, breathe out, and then let's walk those hands over to the right, as far away from you as you can. Lengthen through that left side body. Maybe you reach your chin out past your knee, keeping the sit bones grounded to the mat. And then walk through the center over to the left, lengthening through the right side body, keeping that sit bone grounded. And then bring it back through the center. Inhale, exhale. And as you grip the mat, let's pull ourselves up to that tabletop position. Wrists underneath your shoulders, spread your fingers wide, and grip the mat with the thumbs and pinky to kind of create tension in the palm of your hand. Inhale, drop that belly, bring your shoulder blades together and lift the tail and the crown of the head toward the ceiling. And then exhale and pull up through the center, rounding your back like an angry cat. Maybe move a little forward and back. And then inhale back through cow. Exhale through cat. Inhaling, exhaling. Maybe you want to take your hips side to side. Maybe you want to drop them a little farther back. And then maybe we turn our hands around so that our fingers are facing our knees and we're spreading them wide still and lifting up through the belly and firming up your arms and opening up that carpal tunnel, lengthening through the forearms. If you're spending all day at a keyboard, this is a good thing to do. Breathe in, breathe out, and try to let go again. Aparigraha, letting go. We don't need to be attached. We can just let those hands kind of spread out across the mat, relieving tension, easing into it. Go with it. What's going to happen? You might feel better. Bring those hands back around. This time you could turn the top of your hand towards the mat and firm up that elbow. And then turn the other hand over. I don't put my weight on the tops of both of my hands at one time. I have seen people do that, but that is not for me. But you know, you do you. Inhale through cow, exhale through cat one more time. And then before we move on, let's take that right leg out to the side, toes to the ceiling, and rotate it so that the knee and the toe face up. And then see if you can drop that right hip and notice that you feel a little length through the inner thigh. Inhale, exhale, rotate it forward and press the sole of your foot to your mat. Open up for that gate pose. Reach through your right fingertips, lift your belly. Inhale, exhale, bring that hand back down, knee comes in, and extend the left leg out to the side. Turning the toe and the knee to the ceiling, lengthen through your inner thigh. See if you can't drop that left hip. Open up, reach through, and then turn your foot and place the sole of your foot on the mat and get that gate pose even deeper. Bring your hand back to the mat, knee comes in. All right, let's tuck those toes and hover above the mat to engage our core. Inhale, exhale. And I did this yesterday, so let's practice it again to get that core really activated. Just do as many as you can do. Or if you're still building core strength and this is really difficult, you don't have to do it at all. You can give it a try, see what happens, and then go back to the hover. Okay, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale, exhale, lift up through the sit bones, stay way up on your toes, and then let your heels float towards the mat. Maybe your knees are soft, maybe round through the tailbone. Pedal those feet, maybe lengthen through each side of your body. Inhaling, exhaling, we'll let our head hang heavy. And gaze back between your calves. Inhale, exhale. Maybe depending on what you're feeling, you want to grip that mat with the pads of your fingers. The insides of your elbows are turned to face each other. Depending on how your skeleton's put together, you may have to turn your hands a little more so that your middle finger's pointing straight ahead, or a little out so your index finger's pointing straight ahead, to get the right rotation to feel firm and strong in this position as you lift up through your sit bones. And then if your lower back is really loosey-goosey, you may want to engage those lower abs and get a little lift through the small of the back. If you're really tight and you're like here, I would like you to think of imagining lifting those sit bones towards the ceiling and see if that doesn't help give you some long, a little more length in that position. Inhale, come way up on your toes, turn those heels to the right. Exhale, lower them down. Keep both hands grounded, lengthen through that left side. Inhale, lift your heels, exhale, lower to the other side. And then inhale, exhale, back to your down dog. Let's take that right leg up behind you and bend the knee and just open up your hip a little. No big deal. First thing that we're doing today. So just release and let go. Use your breath to practice that letting go. Bring that foot down. Take the left leg up and bend your knee, open up your hips, maybe circle, whatever feels right to you. And then extend that leg and bring it back down. All right, let's walk those feet in to meet our hands at the top of your mat. And we'll hang in a ragdoll pose, just relaxing those knees. Maybe hold on to your opposite elbows, let your head hang heavy. Maybe nod it yes. Shake it no, whatever feels good. And as you hang here, let's walk those hands around to the right. You might hold on to your calves, your ankles, whatever. Bend that knee, right knee, straighten the left knee, press your left hip back towards the wall behind you. Take a couple of breaths. And if you're feeling like you want to move some more, maybe you look up, twist through, maybe open up your shoulder. Breathe deep and bring that hand back down. Come through the center, over to the left. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg, press that hip back towards the back wall, and open up. And maybe wrap it around your waist. And then bring that hand back down. All right, here we are. Allow us to inhale to a half lift. Maybe your hands are on your shins. Exhale to your forward fold. Sweep those arms out and up and rise up. Inhale. Now as you exhale, let go and open up to Tadasana or Samastati. So our feet can be close together for a real Tadasana. I prefer to keep some space, more Samastati, so that because of my own lower back. Ground those feet into the mat, big toe joint, little toe joint, heel, all connected. I am going to move a little quicker as we go, all right? So we can get a few sun salutations as our warm-up. Inhaling, exhaling. Rise up, palms come together through heart center, forward fold. Drop your left leg back behind you into your low lunge, Anjurasasana. Reach up, inhale, exhale, goal post those arms opening up, this time the front side of your body. Inhale, palms come together, press them in, and lift your belly so you can take your left elbow outside your right thigh, and then lengthen from the top of your head all the way down to your tail. Maybe lift that knee and get as long as you can. Bring it back through the center, hands to the mat. Take it back to your plank position. We'll do a modified Chaturanga Vinyasa first, bringing knees, chin, chest to the mat, and then lifting up through your cobra. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, and then come back to your tabletop position. Now remember, you can do this all the time, through the whole thing if you want. Inhale, exhale, lift up to your down dog position. Inhale, raise your left leg up. Exhale, bring it between your hands for your low lunge there. Inhale, exhale, interlace your fingers. Take your hands on the back of your head. Sink into that stretch. Open up across the front side of your body. Inhale, reach, palms come together. Take that right elbow outside your left thigh. Press the hands together, create some leverage. Lift your belly to make space. Maybe lift that right knee and get long from the crown of your head through your tail to your heel. Inhaling, exhaling, bring those hands back to the center. Lift up to your forward fold. Take your first two fingers, wrap them around that big toe. Relax your knees if you need to. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, pull your body to your thighs, chest to your knees, face to your shins. Take 3 deep breaths. Crown of your head towards the floor. Release those hands. Take an inhale and an exhale. Relax your knees if you want to. And then sweep those arms out and up. Inhale, reach back, way back. Exhale. Inhale, exhale to Utkatasana or chair. Reach through your arms, sit back in your heels, eating some heat in those quads. Lift your chest, lift your abs. Place those hands together or not. Or maybe you want to put them on your hips, whatever feels good. Take a couple of breaths, sink a little lower. Inhaling, exhaling, forward, fold. Drop your right leg back behind you. Knee comes to the mat. Sweep the arms up. Inhale, exhale, hands to the mat. Take that leg back behind you. Knees, chin, chest, or chaturanga and vinyasa through. Maybe you're in a full cobra here. Inhale, exhale, go through tabletop or straight into your downward dog. Inhale, exhale. Let your head hang heavy, relax those knees, gaze back between your calves. Maybe lift your lower belly and round out that tailbone a little bit. Take your right leg up behind you. Inhale, exhale, foot between the hands. Sweep your arms up and reach back. Lift to your forward fold. Take your hands and turn them over. Fingertips touch your toe tips. Lift your feet. Place the balls of your feet right on the palms of your hands so your toes touch the insides of your wrists. Stand on those hands. Relax your knees. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, pull with the arms. Crown of your head towards the mat. Inhale, exhale, 3 deep breaths. Let it go. Whatever it is, let it go with each exhalation. Get a little deeper into that pose with each exhalation. And release your hands. Relax your knees. Sweep those arms out and up. Rise up. Palms come together. Reach back, way back. Inhale, exhale to Samastati. Breathe in, breathe out. Shoulder blades flat against that upper back. Inhale, arms up. Palms come together. Through heart center, forward fold. Step back to that plank position. Chaturanga and vinyasa through. Maybe now we're in an up dog. Inhale, exhale, lift that belly. Spread those fingers wide. Grip the mat. Make your back wide. Spread your shoulder blades apart. Imagine winging them out to the side so that your arms kind of rotate in the shoulder socket, and then you can really firm them up. Maybe we take it down to a dolphin pose just to alleviate some of the stress on the hands if you need to. Maybe you need to soften your knees. Inhale, exhale, press back up. And then let's do a little work here to really get some heat going. You could take this to your knees if you want to modify, okay? We'll take it into a plank, do a push-up, push back up, and lift back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Out and forward and up. Hug those elbows into your rib cage. You got this. Breathe deep. This is 4. Lift those abs. This is 3. Lift them again. This is 2. And up. This is the last one. And bring it up. Nicely done. Inhale, exhale. Let's come way up on your toes and take your feet 1 footprint closer. And this time, lift your lower abs. Come way up on your toes. Bend your knees and see if you can lift yourself up and bring your feet closer to your hands. So you could add that to your practice if you want, or you can just keep on walking them Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up, take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale, reach back, way back. Exhale to Samastati. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale through Utkatasana. Sit back in your heels, lift your chest. This time, let's bring our hands to heart center and press them together, create some leverage. Maybe we come up on our toes. Inhale, exhale. All right, so we're here, and we're gonna come way up on our toes. And sit a little lower. Breathe. Focus on your breath. Find a dristi, a focal point out in front of you. Heat up those legs. Lift your lower belly. Breathe deep. Drop your heels. Take an inhale. Exhale, turn to the right. Press those hands together. Open up your chest. Maybe you extend the arms. Maybe you drop that right arm behind your waist, reaching for your inner thigh. And come back through the center. Inhale. Exhale over to the left. Press those hands together. Maybe open up your arms. Drop that arm back. And extend. Back through the center. Forward fold. Step or hop back to your plank position. Inhaling, exhaling, chaturanga. And vinyasa through. And meet me back in down dog. All right, let's do a little core action here. I think that I will stay facing this way, and we'll take that right leg up. Bend the knee and open the hip some more. Maybe circle, maybe not. Maybe flipping our dog, rocking forward. Take it over, reach through those fingertips. Maybe flip it back. Inhale, exhale, rock forward. Really come up on your toes. Lift your abs and bring that knee across to your opposite tricep. We're going to do some yoga squares. So we keep this lifted way up. And we bring that knee to that tricep. Take it down to your wrist, over to the other, and up, across, lower, and lift. Across, lower, and lift, across, lower, and lift, across. Hold here, same side, down, across, and up, and over, down, across, up, and over, down, across, up, and over, down, across, up, and over. Good job. Extend that leg behind you. Inhale, exhale, step between your hands. Turn those back toes so the toes come up to that outer corner, that left corner. Push into the knife edge of your left foot. Reach up, turn the rib cage to the center. Lift out, inhale, exhale, lift your belly. Reach forward, pushing into your left heel, the outside of the heel and the big toe joint. Inhale, rise up, firm up that back leg. Exhale, lead with the chest. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come to warrior three. Lift that leg. Maybe turn the toes out a little. Engage that glute. Inhaling, exhaling. Bring that knee to the front. Inhale. Exhale back to warrior three. Inhale, exhale, lift that knee. Inhale, exhale, back to warrior three. Inhale, exhale, kind of like a single leg deadlift. And tip it over into that standing split. And maybe you find balance here. Maybe you gaze back towards the wall behind you. Maybe you practice holding on to that standing leg. Here's another one where you have to let go. If you try to control this too much, you're going to wobble all over the place. So you have to release your control and just tip into it. And then see if you can let go. And bring that foot down to meet the right. All right, here we go again to our Utkatasana. Inhale, exhale, take it to that chair. Palms come together, lift up to your toes, lift your heels. Inhaling, exhaling, lift your low belly. Sit a little lower, rise up. Two more breaths. And then forward fold. Inhale, half lift, exhale, fold. Sweep those arms out and up, rise up, palms come together, exhale. Inhale, arms up, palms come together. Through heart center, forward fold. Hop or step back to that plank position. Chaturanga and Vinyasa through. And meet me back in down dog. Spread those fingers wide. Inhale, exhale. Take that left leg up behind you. Bend the knee, open up your hips. Maybe circle in one direction. Maybe reverse it. Maybe flip your dog, taking your shoulder over your wrist, and then reach through those fingertips. Inhale, exhale. And bring it back. Extend the leg. Get ready for that yoga square. Inhale here, exhale, bring it across to your tricep, way up, down, over, lift, across, down, over, lift, across, wrist, wrist, tricep, tricep, wrist, wrist, tricep, tricep. Then we reverse it. Tricep, wrist, wrist, up, across, down, down, up, same side, down, down, opposite, same, down, down, opposite, one more, down, down, lift and extend. Inhale, exhale. Bring that foot between your hands. Turn your right toes towards the upper corner. Push into the feet. Pushing them in opposite directions. Reach up through those arms. Press into your right outside heel and the big toe, securing yourself to the mat. Push into that front foot. Make sure you can still see your big toe there. Inhale, exhale. Lead with the chest. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lead with your chest. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, lift those abs and then lift up into your warrior three. Lift that belly. Find your balance. Flex that right glute. And then bend the knee. Come to your standing knee to the front. Inhale, exhale into our warrior three, or like a single leg deadlift. And then the knee comes to the front. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I think we have one more. Bring it to the front. and then to the back. And then take it over into your standing split and find your whatever. Maybe you want to find balance. Maybe you want to practice lifting that leg behind you a little higher, or just practice straightening your knee. That's a good place to start. And then bring it down to meet the left and hang. Relax those knees. We'll start from here and go straight to our chair again. We're gonna do a little arm balance here. Practice the side, side camel. So I'm going to, or crow, sorry. I am going to face this way. We want to step to the right side of your mat. So you'll take it over to the edge. Maybe your legs will be together regardless of any, whatevers. Inhale, exhale, let's reach those arms up and sit back in your heels. Now come up on your toes and bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, exhale, lift and turn. And then dive over. So now we want to put our hands to the side. We twist from our, right below that first rib in the back. You can't twist your lower back. So what you want to think of, this is what I do, and I have a really short waist. So if I can do it, you can do it. We want to lengthen through here and twist the ribs to the left. And then reach our arms, so we're going over that outside leg, this inside leg, your left knee, thigh. Elbows are gonna bend in, and you're just gonna like rock forward, so you're sort of sitting on your elbows or your triceps. And then just try to lift those toes off the mat. And you could even, I don't know if I should do this, you can even turn, take it to a fallen angel by extending that top leg. Give it a shot. So take a moment there to find your side crow. Inhale, exhale. If you need to see an example, we're staying way over here and just lifting those toes to there. Okay? And when you get done, we'll come back up to a Tadasana. Let your nervous system settle down. Breathe in, breathe out. Getting a lot of hard stuff done. Step over to that left side. Inhale, exhale into chair. Bring your hands to heart center. Lift your heels and pause. Now engage your abs. See if you can lift those bellies up and turn your rib cage to the right and reach for the floor. So you're way over here. Bend those elbows in, have a seat on your triceps, sorta, and then just lift your toes. And then I don't know if I can do the fallen angel on this side too, but I can try. So you can bring that leg up to the side. If you want to add to it. There you go. Give you a little time to practice that. Talk about letting go. You gotta really let go. Just go with it. See what happens. And then when you're done, make your way back to your Tadasana. Close our eyes for a second. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Breathing in and out, coming back to our center, grounded firmly to the mat. As we start at one side, we'll go into our warrior two on the right. So let's pause here, breathe in, breathe out, and then drop that left leg back behind us. Open up your arms, parallel that foot to the short end of the mat. Push into the front foot. push your feet in opposite directions. Firm up those legs. Firm up those arms. Palm up. Inhale, exhale, up and back for peaceful warrior. Extend the right leg. So your hips, once you extend the right leg, your hips shift underneath you and you reach through those right fingertips. This arm is just for support, and we'll do a little flow here. Inhale, exhale, let's take it to a side extended angle. Sink into that pose. Maybe you push into the knife edge of your left foot, and maybe you reach up and test your core strength and rise back up to warrior two. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling, and up. Warrior two, peaceful warrior, sky, archer, extend that angle, core, and reach back up. Inhale, exhale, reach and over, reach and up. One more time, up, lift and angle, and reach and up. Inhale, exhale, turn those toes to the long corners of the mat, abs tight. Flex down into a goddess pose. Let's pulse here, 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach, exhale, inhale, exhale. Press those knees out over your toes. Sit bones go straight to the mat for 4, 3, 2. We're gonna open up to our warrior two on the left. Parallel the right foot to the short end, toes straight ahead here. See that big toe, press that knee out. Lift your abs, drop your hips. Firm up your arms, palm up. Inhale, exhale to peaceful warrior. Just do it again. And pause, lengthen through those left fingertips. Lift your abs, firm up your legs. Inhale, exhale, up and over to your side angle. Relaxing this forearm on your thigh there. Tuck those hips, reach through that arm. Marinate a second. Lift your abs. If you want to reach, you can. And then come back up to warrior two. Let's put it together. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, reach, reach, and up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and up. One more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, reach, and up, back through the center. Inhaling, exhaling, flex. Lift your right heel and pulse. 7, 6, abs tight. Press those knees out over your toes. Easy. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale for 8. Exhale, 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lift that left heel and pulse. Flex those arms. And 3, and 2, and 1. Reach up and over. Hands to our hips. Parallel those feet to the short ends of the mat. And take it over into your straddle position, forward fold. Maybe we take our hands to the mat. And how about, we're really warm now, so let's go ahead and hold on to the knife edges of our feet. Rock your weight forward so you're on the balls of your feet. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Internally rotate those thigh bones. That means they're turning into your knees and your toes. Face straight ahead. Sit bones up. Exhale, pull with your arms and bring the crown of your head towards the mat. Now, if you're working on your flexibility first, then that's what I want you to keep doing. If you have a headstand in your practice, if your head's touching the floor, trust me, you have a headstand. So your hands are going to come in line with your feet. So you're making a tripod between the crown of your head and your hands. And you're just going to tip your hips up, engage your core, and bring those legs up. And you do you. So you could practice this by bringing your knees to your triceps, here maybe, or have your legs bent, or straight up. And if you do fall over, it's okay. And then you can practice hinging at the hip and see how that goes too, okay? Take a moment to get your inversion on. You could stay in the straddle position. So let's say you're not in a headstand and you're stretching and you're like, I'm working on it, you know, that's great. So maybe you reach your hands in between your legs and give it another little pull. And this time, rock your feet, your weight over towards the balls of your feet. Sit bones to the ceiling. And let your head hang. You don't have to crane your neck to look around. All right? And you do you. So you're either working on a headstand or you're working on your flexibility and getting that motion, the hinging, and really getting parallel with your sit bones towards the ceiling. And then once you've come out of that, everybody's back in our forward fold. Let's bring our hands to our hips, keep our weight toward the balls of our feet, and lift that belly and just rise up so we're parallel to the floor. And then rise all the way back up. And we'll open it up that way. Now I am not a huge back bender because my back, I do it, I practice, I can back bend now, but there was a time when I didn't think I could. So everybody can get better. So, but my point is I don't have a real flexible back. So if you're here, that's great. If you want to take your hands to the back of your legs, fine. If you can go lower, touch your ankles or your heels, you go. And then I want you to take your hands somewhere, like small of your back, or hold on to your elbows, or reverse prayer. Interlace your fingers, really rotate the shoulders back, and then lift with your belly and bring it forward and let your arms come with you. And take 3 breaths here. And then rise back up and release those arms. Inhale, exhale, and step together to a mountain pose. Let's get that posterior chain a little bit. So as we come back here, bring it down and just come down to your belly, however you want to get there. And we'll start with this one I really like. This is great if you have a neck issue, lower back issue, any of those kind of things. We'll be strengthening the smaller muscles along your sacrum and pelvic bones, and then the small up into the lower spine, lumbar spine. So we want to take our hands, one hand on top of the other. Your forehead is pressing into the back of your hands. So you're pushing into your hands and lifting your elbows so that your shoulder blades come together. The forward pressure with your head takes it off of the back of your neck. Ta-da. Okay, so we want to lift up and we want to keep breathing. Use the breath to practice the letting go. Relax your lower body. Lift your abs. Lift those elbows like your shoulder blades are coming together, and then pick your head up with your arms and give it a few deep breaths. And come back down and rest. We're going to do that again. Inhale, exhale. Press your forehead into your hands. Lift your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades toward your spine. Lift your head with your arms, with your hands. So you're pushing into your hands and then lifting with them so that the neck is out of the equation. Just those multifidus muscles in the small down by your spine, the lower spine, are lifting, and then we lower down and extend your arms out in front. Inhaling, exhaling. This time you'll lift your legs and your arms, okay? Inhale, exhale, lift your lower belly. That gives you space in the lumbar spine. And lift up and breathe. Just keep your head in a neutral position. Maybe point your toes, reach through those arms like Superman, and then flutter legs and arms. Inhaling, exhaling, let's go. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn your head to one side, arms out like a goalpost arms. And let's do the bow pose this time. I'm going to do it twice, so you can do one arm and a leg if that's easier, or you can do both arms, both legs at the same time and do it twice. Either way. First off, legs are extended from your hips, not sticking out to the side. We bend our knees and grab our ankles. So, when we do this, our shoulders roll back and we kick into our arms and lift up. So if you want to do one leg, the other arm is extended. Looks like this. Okay? Inhale, exhale, lift your belly, kick back into those hands and breathe. And really let the front side of your body open up as the back side gets stronger. You could rock forward and back. You can lift your toes toward the ceiling. Whatever you want to do. Another breath and release it. And then if you did one arm and a leg, you're going to do the other side. And everyone else that did both legs is going to do it again. So pause. And then reach back. Grab those ankles once again. Kick back into your hands. And lift. And just breathe and get what you need to get out of this pose. Inhaling, exhaling. And release it. Take your knees mat width apart, toes touch, and drop back into a resting child's pose. Just let that forehead touch the mat. Or bend your elbows and let your head rest in the heels of your hands. Or use a block to raise the floor. You could do it this one too. This is a good one to add to the shoulder opening. Or you can use them to raise the floor. You could take your arms back over your thighs and rest there. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a few more breaths in that position. We'll do a reclined kind of cross between a Garandasana and a pigeon. Little hip opening. If you're a cyclist or a runner, this is a great stretch for those hips. So find your spot on your back now. Take it out of that child's pose and then recline the child's pose. Maybe rock side to side. And let's take our right leg and cross it over the left. So your knees are lined up. Bend those legs, just like that. Reach up and grab your ankles or your feet and drop back and just let it go. Let it go. Breathe in, breathe out. Close your eyes. Reflect on your practice. What crazy thing you may have done today that you didn't think you could do. Or maybe today you were feeling, maybe you were really focusing on that letting go. Maybe you've been feeling stuck or emotional or whatever. But I will tell you this. Let go of those legs, drop them to the left, and look to the right, and just relax, and let the lower back, the oblique muscles, let them let go. In meditation, what you practice is not clearing your head, really. What you practice really is being with whatever it is you got at that moment. You practice sitting with uncomfortable emotions and not allowing your thoughts to get all tangled up with them. You practice feeling the feeling and noticing that it goes away. And then as you go through your life, when you get in a situation that's uncomfortable and you want to do what you normally do, you pause and you just sit with it and kind of give into it. Go with it. Let it go. Move to the next moment. See what happens then. So we react less and act more, or just be more. We become a human being, not a human doing. And then bring your legs to the center, and let's cross the left over the right. Line those knees up, reach up, and ease into that stretch. Notice how this opens up your hips in a little different way. And if it's really hard to reach your legs, it's okay. I get it, you know. Hold on wherever you can. And when you're ready, drop those legs to the right and look to the left. Inhale, exhale. And what I want you to finally do after you've done that, done your thing, is bring your knees back to the center and extend your legs out over the mat and your arms to your sides here for Shavasana. Inhaling and exhaling. Now, when we talked about in the beginning was the ability to be still, or maybe I didn't talk about it this time. Yesterday I did though. This is a 25-pound gravity blanket. If you have a hard time being still, I recommend getting one because it will hold you, it'll keep that vibration down and allow you to feel gravity. So whatever you need to do here in this pose of complete stillness, Shavasana, I want you to start doing practice on a daily basis. Breathe in and breathe out. Let your practice settle in. Take advantage of this moment to be still and be quiet. All right. This is from Meditations in the Mat, from the Mat. We invest years in a moment, and then that moment passes. Like when you get married, for some ceremonies, it lasts, 20 minutes, and it's over. How long did you put into that moment? A lot of time, months, maybe years, I don't know. And then it's over. Nothing lasts forever. Everything changes. Impermanence is a fact. We invest years in a moment, and then that moment passes, and we must be willing to let it go, so as to be able to embrace the next moment. A study on longevity found that the common thread among those who live long is their ability to endure loss. This is the lesson of Shavasana. We embrace a moment with all we have. Each moment of your practice, feel it, live it, be in it, be present, breathe through it. And when that moment is over, we step back and let it go. Bringing your knees into your chest, rolling onto your favorite side, back up to your Sukhasana or comfortable seat. Bring those hands to heart center, thumbs resting on your breastbone, your sternum, and just close your eyes or turn your gaze towards the mat. Maybe tip your chin a little forward, inhaling and exhaling, feeling good and better than before. Grateful for yet another moment. Inhale, reach up, fill your lungs. Exhale, and namaste. I'm sorry that I couldn't go live today. I'm gonna figure it out. Thanks.